IATA, the International Air Transport Association, says it is holding off plans to establish guidelines on a standard carry-on luggage size across all the airlines. Now, this is exactly the size of the bag. We have measured it. This bag would accord to what IATA calls cabin bag OK. It's about 20 so many inches in different directions, and it is exactly the size that should be, for those airlines that agreed, guaranteed carry-on baggage. Well, this was all fair and good until some North America carriers raised concerns and said they weren't going to go on board. Last week, IATA proposed making the carry-on. Remember, it's a guideline. It's not a rule. It's not a standard. It's a guideline, 55 by 35 by 20 centimeters. And they said it would simplify the boarding process. It would ensure all travelers would have bags that would fit into the overhead compartment, reduce the number of carry-ons, etc., that had to be carried on when fill up the top. So, in the middle of all of this joins Steve Cohen, a member of the U.S. House of Representatives from Tennessee. He decided to launch a bill called the Carry-On Freedom Act that would have prevented airlines from reducing the size of carry-on bags when they have to pay for them. The Congressman joins us now from Washington. Sir, firstly, you must be pleased that IATA has suspended its carry-on OK, carry-on bag OK.
Indeed, I am pleased. I'm always a consumer-oriented congressperson, and this is a victory for consumers.
If you accept that the goal of this was not a revenue-raising exercise by IATA, but was to ensure every passenger gets at least a carry-on bag on board, surely this isn't a success then?
Well, I don't know if that was the purpose or not. I appreciate them rescinding their suggestions, but the airlines have said a lot of things about mergers and said they would help the consumer, that we'd have more service, and there'd be more flights, and everything would be peachy keen, and it hasn't been. So with the airline industry, which is making more and more profits as gasoline is becoming cheaper and cheaper, and prices are going up and up, there's not been much given to the consumer, and the airline industry's word is not held very well in this city because of what they've said about mergers that has not come true.
Your view is that the airlines would use this as a way of, if you like, forcing passengers to take bigger bags, or those bigger bags they have, put them in the hold, thus costing them money. That's the gist of what you thought they were going to get up to.
Well, exactly. That's what I think would have happened with newer planes. They'd have built smaller compartments that would have only fit the new standard. The old standard wouldn't have fit. They made $3.5 billion last year on checking bags. You know, just till fairly recently, and certainly when I was growing up, and I can't even hardly remember when it started, you had no idea of charging somebody for checking a bag. You got on an airplane, you took a grip, and they took the grip with you. They never had an idea that they would charge you for that, and they'll charge you for anything.
Yeah, but the airlines, I mean, I agree, it's a bit of a difficult situation in the U.S. where the airlines are making money hand over fist. The IATA does say this was all about ensuring everybody gets a bag on board, and therefore, frankly, I suppose they would say your bill in forcing them to do this has actually penalized many travelers.
I don't see that, because they could say that, but I don't think it's true. They've already got limitations where you only take on one carry-on bag. And all they need to do is enforce the regulations they've got now. I think it's fair to say you can only take one carry-on bag, but I don't think they should be charging people for baggage either. They shouldn't find every way. Before you know it, there's going to be a little place where you can put a coin to go in the restroom. Don't put it beyond them. I don't put it beyond them at all.
No, and I agree with you, Congressman. I agree. Final question, sir. You'll be aware of this battle between the US 3, the big 3, and the Gulf 3 in the Arabian Gulf. Do you hope the Transportation Department and the State Department does call to open negotiations again with Qatar and the UAE?
Well, I know it's a battle, but I don't think that even here in Congress it's going to fall on those lines, pro the big 3 or pro the Gulf Airlines. I think we're going to try to do what's fair for the public.
Congressman, thank you, sir, for talking to us and putting this in perspective. It's one of those issues that certainly has everybody talking. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. At least they don't take you frequent flyer points away when you take your bag on the plane.
Not yet, Congressman.
That's right.
Not yet. Thank you very much. But of course, you are getting frequent flyer miles depending on how much you've paid. United Airlines